These villains have us cheering, woohoo! Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 villains from The Simpsons. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the best one-off and recurring antagonists and ne'er-do-wells from The Simpsons.
Take off that jacket, man.
Okay.
Now, eat it.
Number 10. Snake. Springfield has many colorful criminals, but one of its most recurring lawbreakers is Snake, whose last name is variously stated to be Turley or Jailbird.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bye!
The latter is quite apt, as he's generally in and out of prison. Though, given the ineptitude of Springfield's finest, that's hardly surprising. An interesting twist on the career criminal archetype, Snake brings a lot of hilarity to otherwise tense situations, given his changeable attitude and surfer dude accent.
Oh, goodbye student loan payments, haha.
Fond of fast cars and notoriously intolerant of singing and music that isn't rock and roll, Snake is one premium villain, dude.
Hey, that smells like regular. She needs premium, dude. Premium!
Number 9. Frank Grimes. An unlucky, hard-working co-worker of Homer's at the nuclear plant, Frank Grimes only appears in one episode, but he makes a big and dark impression.
Don't you realize how close you just came to killing yourself?
Grimes gets to know Homer and is continually astonished that such a lazy, fat moron is able to get so far in life by accident when all his efforts have seemingly been for naught.
Hi, grimy old buddy.
I'm not your buddy, Simpson. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you. Stay the hell away from me. Because from now on, we're enemies.
Declaring himself Homer's enemy, Grimes attempts to sabotage Homer, eventually leading the entitled man to become unhinged and to imitate Homer's idiocy by touching electrical wires, which kills him.
I don't need safety gloves because I'm Homer Simpson.
Grimes' son even appears to carry on his father's grudge against the dopey Simpson patriarch.
How is old grimy?
He's dead, like you should be.
Number 8. Nelson Muntz. As Springfield Elementary's foremost bully, Nelson Muntz is the quintessential childhood tormentor. Frequently beating up his classmates, including Bart, Milhouse, Martin, and even Lisa on occasion, Nelson never fails to mock someone when they're down, usually with his signature laugh. Though generally dim-witted and brutish, Nelson is driven to lash out at others by his own insecurities.
Papa, is that you?
And is sometimes shown to have a sensitive side.
Hey, this isn't so bad.
While he is threatening to other kids, adults can often knock him down to size and put him in his place.
Hey, everybody, look at this. It's that boy who laughs at everyone. Let's laugh at him.
Number 7. Hank Scorpio. The personable CEO of Globex Corporation, Hank Scorpio hires Homer to work for him in an idyllic planned community.
I'm Hank Scorpio.
Wow, my boss.
Don't call me that word. I don't like things that elevate me above the other people.
Fast-talking and given to tangents, Scorpio is an ideal boss who motivates Homer to actually be good at his job. There's just one problem. He is a supervillain.
This is Scorpio. I have the doomsday device. You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you face the consequences.
Bent on conquering the world with doomsday devices and facing off against Bond-style secret agents, Scorpio is completely evil to the outside world, even if he's nicer to his employees than most legitimate bosses. Though he only appears prominently in one episode, every scene he's in is incredibly entertaining. And he's got a catchy theme song too.
He'll sting you with his dreams of power and wealth. Beware of Scorpio!
Number 6. Jessica Lovejoy. As the Reverend's daughter, Jessica Lovejoy shows a goody-two-shoes attitude to adults, but she's actually a huge troublemaker, which is what attracts Bart to her and she to him.
Wow, there is a God.
However, Bart eventually realizes that she has a lust for crime and danger that outstrips even his own. Her willingness to get him into trouble when he tries to distance himself from her leads her to become a formidable young femme fatale for him and Lisa. Her duplicitous nature and excellent acting skills should be no surprise either, given that she's voiced by regular Oscar winner Meryl Streep.
Remember, I'm the sweet, perfect minister's daughter, and you're just yellow trash.
Number 5. Kang and Kodos. A staple of The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes, Kang and Kodos are a duo of terrifying, tentacled, cycloptic aliens that may or may not be siblings.
Foolish humans.
Oh, yes, Kodos. Earth is now ripe for the plucking.
Most of the time, they're shown to have malevolent intentions for the Simpson family and other Earthlings, often taking over Earth, either by hook or by crook. Like the anthology episodes they appear in, though, they're not always portrayed consistently, with their first appearance actually revealing them to be benevolent.
They thought we were going to eat them.
Good God. Is this some kind of joke?
No, they're serious.
Even so, their drooling, manic grins and booming voices make some of the lines they deliver quite frightening and funny.
Well, I believe I'll vote for a third-party candidate.
Go ahead. Throw your vote away.
Number 4. Lyle Lanley. When the town holds a meeting to decide what to do with money they won from a fine, they are approached by Lyle Lanley, who quickly sells them on building a monorail with the aid of an incredibly catchy song.
Throw up your hands and raise your voice. Monorail. What's it called? Monorail. Once again. Monorail.
However, Marge and Lisa suspect that Lanley may be pulling one over on Springfield, and an investigation into his previous monorail endeavors reveals that he's a con artist in the vein of the musical The Music Man.
How much did you see?
Nothing incriminating.
Good.
Played to exuberant perfection by the late great Phil Hartman, Lyle Lanley is a slick and slimy villain we were all glad to see get his just desserts.
Oh no!
There he is, seat 3F.
Number 3. Fat Tony.
Sorry we're late. Could we have the money now?
Springfield's resident mob boss, Fat Tony D'Amico is one of the biggest criminals in town, frequently performing scams, extortion, and whackings that almost always see him come out on top. Few targets are off limits, and he even once extorted an elementary school.
Well, be that as it may.
Get your hand off my car.
No.
Given how ruthless and threatening he can be, the moments when Fat Tony does say funny things are just that much funnier, since they clash with his tough guy image.
Garfield or Lovis?
I prefer the cat. He hates Mondays. We can all relate.
While glimpses of a softer nature are there, he still remains one of The Simpsons' most intimidating villains.
This is a pretzel town, pretty boy.
Number 2. Mr. Burns. Charles Montgomery Burns is the richest man in town, and indisputably its most hated. He's also Homer's boss.
My name is Homer J. Simpson. Ow! Son.
Sounded large when I ordered it.
Selfish, cruel, and money-grubbing, Mr. Burns has little sympathy for anyone, and frequently endangers his employees, strangers, and often the entire town with his hateful whims. Whether he's releasing his hounds on visitors to his home or declining to donate money to charity, Mr. Burns oozes hateful capitalistic greed.
I call it the Burns Omninet. It sweeps the sea clean.
Even so, his antiquated views, forgetfulness, and daffy attitude can make him somewhat endearing. All in all, he's an excellent villain, and nearly the best one on the show.
Are you saying boo or Burns? I was saying Burns.
Before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Bart.
And although I have stolen your material goods, let me assure you that your dear town has stolen my heart.
I hope we can always be friends.
Of course.
With privileges?
Does that work on anyone?
Number 1. Sideshow Bob. Bart might suffer through Nelson, but his arch nemesis is undoubtedly Robert Terwilliger Jr., better known as Sideshow Bob. A self-proclaimed genius with a perpetual vendetta against the Simpson boy, Bob is legitimately menacing and acts like a cross between Hannibal Lecter and Wile E. Coyote. Always brilliant, but never able, or sometimes even wanting, to achieve his goal to kill Bart. Played spectacularly by Kelsey Grammer, Bob is sometimes rivaled by his brother Cecil, but Bob comes out on top for us.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
No, truth handler, you!
Overall, Sideshow Bob is not just a great Simpsons villain, he's a great villain, period.
Sometimes I wish this dam would burst and bury this cursed town.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.